I'm filming in my bedroom again, only because my other room is just a complete disaster at the moment. I did recently get some new furniture for that room, so I'm still trying to organize it. Once it is all done, I will do an updated room tour of that room, but for now, I'm just filming again here in my bedroom because it's just easier, and it's actually really comfortable sitting here on my bed. I put on my new pajamas that I got from Marshall's, and these are little Juicy Couture pajamas. They feel really comfortable, so I'm just feeling really cozy right now, and I was not expecting to do another pink Victoria's Secret haul so soon, but it seems like they dropped even more new scents. There's even more new ones from Victoria's Secret. I haven't picked those up just yet. I did see that there was a couple available online. I don't know if there's going to be a whole collection, so I'm kind of waiting out to see. But the other day they were doing a 5 for $30 sale, I'm pretty sure. And that included for the pink mist or the pink body care, and also from Victoria's Secret as well. So it was nice that you could mix and match. There is a new collection from Pink that I picked up the other day, and as soon as I saw this on Instagram like floating around, I saw a few people share it. I immediately went to go order it for myself, and luckily there was a store around me that had them in stock. So I love the fact that these are at least available online, so if you're looking to order them, you can do that. Or if you want to just check and see what stores around you might have it in stock. Because this collection is so new, I would definitely at least check online or call ahead if you can, just so you're not wasting your time and going to the different stores. There was one location around me that had the entire collection in stock. From what I've noticed, the stores that are located inside the mall, those typically get things the earliest. So yeah, that's where I got mine. I just placed an in-store pickup. I got all of these yesterday. So this is definitely just a first impressions video. I haven't worn any of these scents. I was kind of going through the collection earlier before filming just to kind of get an idea of the fragrances, but other than that, completely brand new scent. Everything I'm going to be sharing today is part of the new Glazed collection, and then a few other products that I got from Pink as well. I also just want to mention, I think because these scents are pretty new, that they're a little bit difficult to find on the website. So on the website, just search Glazed, and it should bring up the rest of the collection. I think they have all the mists and the lotions already on the website. Now, I am so excited for this collection. All the notes, like for all the fragrances, they all just sound very sweet, like very sugary, sweet scents, which is what I love. I love anything sweet, gourmand, edible smelling, and all the notes just sounded so delicious. So I picked up all 4 of the new ones, and I love that they're doing more flankers on these collections as well. So I pulled some of the original scents just to have something to compare to, but some of these I actually don't have in the originals. But anyways, we're just gonna get right into it. So one of the first ones I have here is the Glazed Warm and Cozy. First of all, the packaging, I just think the packaging is so adorable. I don't know what it is. I think it's the font that they used for Glazed. It's just a nice little touch, and I really like the way it looks, and I love the original Warm and Cozy. So this is one I was really excited to smell. This one has notes of pink passion fruit, coconut sugar, and fluffy marshmallow. Now I love marshmallow scents, and the fact that it's a Warm and Cozy flanker, and I love the original, I was really excited to smell this one, and I sprayed it a few times just to kind of get an idea of the scent. This one smells so good. If you like the original Warm and Cozy, I think you will like this one. I feel like it's very similar to the original though. Like the marshmallow note, it's there, but it doesn't completely stand out to me. I feel like the more I smell it, the more I can kind of pick up on that like fluffy kind of sugary note to it. But in my opinion, it is pretty similar to the original. I do have the original here. The original has notes of soft vanilla, toasted coconut, and passion fruit. It smells so good. I'll never get tired of that scent. Now when I compare the two side by side, I think the original is a little bit sweeter. Well, they're both really sweet, but the original is just a little bit more fruity. With the flanker one, the glazed version, I think the fact that they listed it as a fluffy marshmallow, it's a very accurate description of the scent. It really does give off that like fluffy, almost cotton candy like scent. Like it's just very light and airy, but it's nothing too heavy or intense. I do really like the glazed version. So I can already tell this is going to be one of my top favorites from the collection. Overall, my thoughts on this one, I think they are very similar. The biggest difference is this one, of course, has that fluffy marshmallow note, and then the original has more of like the coconut. I can smell a little bit more of the passion fruit, and I feel like the original has a little bit more warmth to it as well. But either way, I'll definitely be keeping the new glazed version. I was comparing it to some of the other flankers that they come out with like a couple years ago. I think last year they came out with the sugared version. There was also a chilled version. I do have that one also. Or even one of the more recent ones, they had like a bubbly Warm and Cozy. I did compare all of them to the new Glazed, and I don't think any of them are very similar to this one. So I don't know. I'm very happy with this one. I really enjoy it, but just keep in mind, it does smell pretty similar to the original if you don't like having a lot of similar scents in your collection. Okay, moving on to the next one here. This one is the Glazed Fresh and Clean. Now, I don't think I have the original Fresh and Clean. I'm pretty sure I've smelled it at some point in store, but it's not really a scent that I'm very familiar familiar with. I think from what I can remember, it has an apple note. It's more of like a fresh fruity scent. So I think they were going for a similar vibe with this one. It has notes of iced lemon sorbet, pink apple, and chantilly cream. Now, whenever I first saw those notes, I saw the iced lemon and I was like, ooh, is this gonna be like an iced lemon cookie? I was hoping for something really sweet and gourmand. Now, it is pretty sweet, I will say, but it is a little bit more on the fresh, kind of fruitier side. When I first sprayed it, well, it was just yesterday when I was first spraying these, I did not like it. So I had to smell this one a few times to really get a feel for the scent. I think the apple note, it does stand out quite a bit. And if you're expecting more of like a lemon, like an iced lemon pound cake or something like that, it doesn't really smell like that. It has like kind of like a glazed icing with like a hint of lemon. It is a little bit creamy, but overall, it's not really like a warm gourmand scent. It's a little bit on the lighter side. I mean, the name is Fresh and Clean, and it does have that fresh kind of feel to it. But the more I smell it, the more I do actually like this one. It's not a love for me. I think maybe if I wore it maybe a few more times, I would grow to enjoy it a little bit more, but I definitely don't dislike it as much as whenever I first sprayed it. I guess it was just different than I was expecting. I think I had this idea whenever I saw iced lemon. I was thinking of like iced lemon pound cake from Bath & Body Works or something like that, but it definitely doesn't have that cakey like note to it. So I wouldn't say this is like a really sweet gourmand scent or anything. It does have a little sweetness in it for sure, but it's still a little bit on the fresh side as well. It doesn't really have a super clean scent to me. I know sometimes with lemon especially, that's why I prefer more like gourmand, really sweet lemon scents, because if not, it can smell a lot like cleaner, like it has that like cleaning product type of smell to it. I don't think the lemon note in here smells exactly like that. It has a little bit of that fresh scent to it, but I think of it more like a fresh apple note. Like the pink apple note smells a little bit more fresh to me versus the lemon. I'm really glad the lemon note in here is more of like an iced lemon, like a lemon glaze. There are others from the collection that I enjoy more, but yeah, I don't think this is a bad scent. I do kind of like it. Oh, I noticed there's a little description here on the back too. It says powdered sugar perfection, fluffy, fresh, and a little frozen. Okay, I can kind of get that a little bit. I don't know about the frozen part, but I do get the more like fluffy, fresh kind of note to it. I just wanted to go back really quick and see what it says for the warm and cozy. It says a berry glaze, super fruity sugar cube of a scent. That's a good description of it because it is very fruity and it's very, very sugary sweet. Let's go ahead and get into this next one here, which is one of the ones I was most excited to smell because I love vanilla scents. And this one just sounded like the sweetest out of the collection. This one has notes of vanilla donut, coconut cream, and soft caramel. That just sounds so delicious. I already knew I was gonna like this one. Like there was no way this could be bad. And on the back here it says a candy coated vanilla twisted super dose of icing. I've sprayed this multiple times. I just wanted to get an idea of the scent and just kind of gather my thoughts before the video, and I love it. I love this scent. It smells so good. It doesn't smell exactly like a donut, but it is very, very sweet. It is sweet for sure. It has that strong vanilla note to it, and I can also smell a lot of the coconut cream, and immediately it kind of got me thinking of like a coconut cream pie. It doesn't smell exactly like coconut cream pie from Bath & Body Works because that has more of like that pie crust note to it. So if you take out the pie crust note from Bath & Body Works, that's a little bit more of what this smells like. It's a little bit of like a lighter, more sugary version of a coconut cream pie. It's a little bit less warm. So I did compare it to the original, and I think the two are pretty similar. The original, it leans a little bit warmer. It's more of a warm gourmand scent, while the glazed version, it's like the lighter, fluffier version. I think that's kind of the theme with a lot of these scents. Like they're a little bit on the lighter side, more of like glazed icing, but I kind of like that. I love like the fluffier vanilla scents, like whipped cream or powdered sugar. Like I love all those type of notes and fragrances. So I personally, I do really like this collection. This is another one where I do think it's pretty similar to the original. Like they do have their subtle differences, but they are pretty similar at the same time. Now, I did actually just get this fragrance mist. I ordered it from TikTok Shop. I have been ordering so much stuff from TikTok Shop. I swear, I have a list of so many things that I want to order, but I especially love shopping like the body care section of all the small businesses. So this is one. It's the Hair and Body Milk Mist. I love the way that these look because they literally look like milk. I kept seeing them on my feed and I finally ordered a few of them. I'm still trying to see how I really feel about these scents, but I did order this one, the coconut cream pie. It smells a lot different than the Bath & Body Works version, so I don't think they're similar at all. But I was thinking whenever I got this glazed one, I think these two would smell really good together, because this honestly, it kind of reminds me of like a coconut cream pie. Like it reminds me of like the thick cream filling on the inside. Like when you take out the note of like the warm pie crust and just the filling part with like the whipped topping, that is what this smells like. And I think the two together are gonna smell so good. So I'm excited to try this combination because I've been wanting to play around with these fragrance mists a little bit more. I was also comparing this to a few other scents in my collection. I don't think there's really anything else I have personally that I think smells similar to this one, other than the original. I know there was another flanker of Vanilla and Dreamy. I think it was the Pop Jelly version, but the Pop Jelly and the Glaze, I don't think those two smell similar at all. I think my only complaint with this one, it doesn't have that like bready gourmand smell to it, but you know, the more I smell it, I think a little bit more on the dry down. It reminds me a little bit of like a jelly filled donut for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I think of something from like Krispy Kreme for some reason. Now, whenever you compare it to something like raspberry jam donut, if you're familiar with that scent, that is an extremely gourmand scent. It has that strong, like bready donut-like smell to it. It smells like a straight up pastry. So this doesn't have that strong donut smell that you get from raspberry jam donut, but there is a little something in there. I think a little bit more on the dry down. If you guys pick up on that too, let me know. But overall, I really like this scent. I had a feeling I would because I like the original so much. But we have one more still from the collection. And this one I was really excited because of the notes. And I'm not sure how I feel about this one. This one is the Glazed Cool and Bright. I don't have it in the original either. I'm sure I've smelled it at some point, but I can't really remember exactly what it smells like. This one has notes of candied pear, frozen orchid, and fruity gumdrops. On the back here, it says sweet like gumdrops and straight out of a candy store. I know there was a gumdrop scent that they did probably a few years ago from Pink. This is one I've gone back and sprayed like 5 or 6 times because I don't know about this scent. I feel like it does smell a little bit better than the first time I sprayed it, but whenever I first sprayed it, I was like, absolutely not. Like this smelled just very strange to me the first time I sprayed it. It was very tart, but not in a good way. Like it was almost sour. I think it's the fruity gumdrops note that's kind of giving it that more tart kind of sour smell to it. But the more I'm smelling it, I don't hate it, but I just wish it was a little bit sweeter. Like I wish it smelled more like actual candy. I get a lot of the pear and I get some florals mixed in here too. So to me it smells like a slightly sugared fruity floral scent, but it's still like very cool. It has that frozen like smell. Like it reminds me like a winter scent, but there's just something about it that I don't absolutely love. I just wish it was sweeter. I feel like if I got more of like a sugared candy-like note, I would like it so much more. I don't know specifically what it is I don't like about this one. It could be the frozen orchid note. It could be that kind of sour smell that I'm getting also. But yeah, not personally a favorite of mine. Maybe it's similar to the original. I really don't know. I can't remember exactly what the original smelled like. So maybe if the original Cool and Bright is one of your favorites, you might feel totally different. Maybe it's similar to the original. I'm not really sure. But out of this collection, I can already tell you this one is at the bottom of my list. For the number 3 spot, definitely the Fresh and Clean. I think this one smells good. But compared to the other two that I love, this one I would put at number 3. But number 2 is the Warm and Cozy, just because I love the original Warm and Cozy and this one just smells really sweet. And then number 1 for me would be the Vanilla and Dreamy. It just smells so good. Literally like a coconut cream pie. I really like this one. So those are my first impressions. I'll have to see whenever I actually wear these of how long they last or anything like that. But so far, just my first impression of how they smell, those are my thoughts. I do have a few other new things from Pink as well. 2 of these things I got a couple weeks ago whenever they're having the $20 off sale. I had a few coupons, so I took advantage, placed an order, and I basically got these 2 for free. But I had been eyeing these. I hadn't smelled them in store, so I did end up blind buying these. But this one specifically, I really, really wanted to try because I love shower oils. And they came out with a softening shower and shave oil. This is in the scent Pink Apple. I think this scent is still pretty new. They have a whole collection. Like they have the matching lotions, they have the body mist, I think there's a scrub, body wash, like an entire line in this scent. And it smells so good. It's like a candied pink apple. It's fresh and it's sweet. It smells so good. I haven't used it yet, so I'm not sure about the texture or the formula of the oil. I'm excited to try it out, so I'm gonna put it into my shower tonight. That way I can start using it and see how I like it. And I just think it's so cool that they came out with the shower oil. I hope they come out with other scents, if of course I like the formula. So I'll have to wait and see. But along with that, I also ordered the hair and body mist. I have a couple of these. I have the honey one and also the vanilla one. I love spraying these in my hair and using them as a hair perfume. I don't know what it is. I've been liking apple scents a lot more lately, and this one smells so good. It has that fresh smell to it, but it's still very sweet. I think this is perfect for fall. I really enjoy this scent. I don't think I need anything else from the collection. I'm trying to cut down the amount of lotions that I'm purchasing, so I don't see myself getting the lotion anytime soon. But these especially, I love spraying into my hair, and I think this one smells so good. So along with that, I also grabbed the other new apple scent. This one is the Apple Rush. I think I talked about this in one of my last haul videos I did when I hauled some of the Victoria's Secret and Pink products, and I said I wasn't going to get this because I sprayed it once in store and I felt like I was walking around for a little while and I couldn't really smell it on me anymore. So I have to spray it again and see if it lasts any longer, or if maybe it'll be a little bit longer lasting on my clothes. But that time I sprayed on my wrist and I feel like the scent disappeared after a little while. This one I did order whenever I ordered the Glazed collection, and I just needed a 5th item in order to get that deal. So I ended up throwing in the Apple Rush. This one has notes of Honeycrisp Apple, Pink Clouds, and Caramel Vanilla. Now the first time I sprayed this one, I really liked the scent. The only reason I didn't get it is because I felt like it faded on my skin pretty quick, but it actually smells really good. It reminds me of Apple Crisp with like a hint of caramel drizzle. It's a very sweet apple, and I think it's very different compared to some of the other apple scents I have in my collection. The more I smell it, it's this combination of like a gourmand, fruity apple scent, but it also kind of smells a little bit like a perfume too. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm getting a hint of like the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. Like just a little bit mixed in there with like the apple and caramel note. I think I get that a little bit more as it's drying down, but I'm so happy that I decided to give this one a second chance because I do think this one smells really good. Again, I just have to wait and see if it lasts a little bit longer on my skin. If not, I'll just end up spraying it on my clothes. Typically, I do get a few hours wear whenever I spray the pink body mist on my clothes. I feel like it just sticks to your clothes a lot more. Like whenever I use the Warm and Cozy at night, whenever I wake up in the morning, I can still smell it on my pajamas. So that's why I love wearing this one to bed. But yeah, that's everything that I got from Pink. There were just a couple items that I got from Victoria's Secret, but I'm waiting to see if they drop any more new scents. And then if they do, I'll pick a few of those up if any of them sound good to me, and I'll do a second Victoria's Secret haul. If y'all have tried the new Glazed collection, definitely let me know your thoughts, what you think about the collection, or if you're just gonna pass on it or wait to try it in store, because I know blind buying. I don't love blind buying items either, so I usually like to wait to where I can find them in store. But I'm very curious to see what you guys think about this collection too. Definitely let's chat in the comments about the new collection and anything new that you've picked up from Victoria's Secret or Pink. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did make it to the end, thank you so much. And of course, if you want to see more videos like this, please give this video a thumbs up. It always helps my channel and helps my videos whenever you do. So I always appreciate whenever you guys do that. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can turn on your post notifications so that you get notified whenever I do post new videos. But I think I'm going to wrap things up here. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!